Breaking news, Nigerians. Finally, it's happening. Tinubu, ASO rock trembles as massive protests broke out in FCT. See what protesters want federal government to do right now. Nigerians is getting things are getting tough. Nigerians do not want to, hold back again. In the name of Nigerian government, will come after you. They say the hunger is real, and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu government should do something very urgent. On Monday, thousands of demonstrators took to the streets of Abuja to voice their displeasure with the unending lines and the rising petrol cost, why they claimed their claims were to blame the inflation and the poverty that millions of Nigerians were experiencing. The protesters, who were led by Barrister Napoleon Otechi and Olayemi Isaac from Citizens and Economic Freedom Rights activists in Nigeria, and Abdullahi Bele of the 2 million man march against oil scam cabal, called for immediate action to address what they called poor leadership in the nation's oil sector management. The protesters emphasized the general discontent with the fuel subsidy scheme, contending that it benefits a small number of people at the expense of the majority of Nigerians. The importing of tinted fuel was also denounced by protesters as a detrimental practice that has exacerbated the country's fuel shortage. Speaking to journalists during the mass demonstration, Abdullahi Biele stated, the 2 million man march stand as a united voice for every citizen, okay, who has been betrayed by a system that continues to enrich a few continue to enrich a few at the expense of many. Today we call for the immediate resignation of the current leadership in the country's oil sector. Their management has failed Nigerians. Under their watch, we have seen fuel prices skyrocket without consultation or consideration of the devastating impact on the people. We have endured fuel scarcity, while substandard adulterated fuel is imported. Causing further hardship, we demand the complete removal of the fraudulent fuel subsidy regime that has only served to enrich a select few. Full delegation is necessary to introduce transparency, competition, and fairness to our oil sector. We also demand an end to the importation of adulterated fuel into Nigeria. This harmful practice must stop immediately, and those responsible must be held accountable for the damage caused to our vehicles, businesses, and livelihood. Nigerians have suffered long enough, wasting hours and days queuing for fuel. We demand a sustainable solution to the fuel scarcity crisis. No more excuses, no more delays. We deserve better. They've also asked the Nigerian president to step down if he cannot manage this. So, guys, this is getting more interesting. On Monday, a large group of protesters gathered in Abuja to demand action over the rising cost of fuel and the long lines at gas stations. They claim that these issues have led to higher prices for everyday goods, fueling inflation, pushing millions of Nigerians deeper into poverty. The protesters argued that the Nigerian government needs to address the fuel crisis, which they believe is harming the economy and making life even harder for ordinary people. The protesters, led by Abdullahi Bilar of the 2 million man march against oil scam, along with Barrister Napoleon Otoche and Olayemi Isaac from the Citizens and Economic Freedom Rights activists in Nigeria. They demand urgent action to address what they called the government's failure to properly manage the country's oil sector. They argued they argued that mismanagement and corruption in the industry had caused widespread economic hardship, with rising fuel prices and inflation making life more difficult for every Nigerian. The group urged the government to take responsibility, reform the oil sector, and ensure that the country's resources benefit its citizens rather than a few powerful elites who, while speaking to journalists during the mass demonstrations. So guys, what's your take on this? Do you think Nigerian government will ever listen to their citizens? Share your thought below the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you and bye for now.